Me, I'm on my grizzly, I be smoking till them.
Turn to the flip.
They talking about me, shit get risky. I want money, pumps they itching. Me, I'm on my grizzly, I be me, I'm on my grizzly.
Wait.
They talking about me, shit get risky. I want money, pumps they itching.
I pull up on that time, I hope you niggas is prepared. I'm like AI with that practice shit, a Rocky on the stairs. Either way, I'm official, shit I've been through, need a prayer. You can probably see the Lord when I hit you with this chair. Woo, feel like Ric Flair, yeah. Bang your baby mama 100 times like a snare. I'm the why, when, and where. Yeah. Pissy drunk off Julio, I pop off like a flare. If I ain't with the $1 billion show, I'm probably in my lair. Going dummy on something like people up under the stairs. I'm a mummy or something, rap a nigga like I ain't present. Got a shout out to that nigga that tried to murder my ex. Know you a blessing to this world and I just pray you get protection. Silly nigga, the money show me affection. Pistol on me moving so freely, some call it reckless. Double necklace like the cup that I'm drinking out of got Henny in. Ghost tells I give you the game cause you know we really in. Wait. Yeah.
Me, I'm on my grizzly, I be smoking till I'm dizzy. Got the stances on the glizzy. Don't make me spin this bitch like frisbee. Talking about me, shit get risky. I want money, pumps they itchy. Niggas wasn't with me, trenches. Niggas better keep your distance. I be on this mission, blue cheese ain't no dressing. I be vibing, ain't no stressing. If I'm there, I keep my weapon. I want mine and I want extra. If you own it, I'm gon' catch it. I've been on the pot that pressure, push that weight. Like I wrestle that fire, go turn your west. The Casper, collect that plate. Like a pastor, I'm a money making bastard. Certain squares, white castle, ducking handcuffs and them shackles. I want cheese like a pack of niggas. Snakes without the rider. Me knowing that it's half the battle. Me blow stacks to make them matter. If I'm fucker, then I spatter. Getting heads, you know I'd rather get that bread. You know I'd rather eat that dick. You know I love her. When I'm finished, you can get her. When I'm finished, you can get her.
Sports fans of Real Talk and Hoops Insight, stay in the game with NBA legend Sam Mitchell. Now you can show your love for the In the Game podcast with exclusive merch from the In the Game online store. Coffee cups, caps, grab bowl t-shirts, cozy hoodies, sleek thermal drinking cups, and more. It's all with that signature Sam Mitchell swagger. Visit InTheGameStore.com today and get in the game with Sam Mitchell, because it's more than a show. It's a lifestyle on the In the Game Network.
OneManK.com. Stay blessed. God box, baby. Holy.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what time it is. The same suit, just reheated. It's your boy Notty, man, in the place to be. Got a lot to talk about today. Man, it's time to chop it up. Sweet Mocha in the building. I got my partner from P Valley, the actor from P Valley. He gonna come in today. Shed a little light on a couple topics. My boy Romero Head got him coming in. Poetic Sins, what's up? Love you, girl. Always down supporting, helping out. DJ Mook, man, I can't wait to this Saturday. In the daytime, you know, I got SummerSlam in the evening, but in the daytime, I'm gonna be caught up into some. Put the wrong graphic up, my fault. But I'm gonna be caught up into some music, some real good music. Man, they got music playing all day. Feels like the summer music fest. You got J.E., you got Poetic Sin. She gonna do her thing from 1:30 to 3. Really looking forward to that. Mad Knox 4:30 to 6. You even got DJ 5 a.m. DJ Mook coming on from 6 to 7:30. I mean, man, the lineup is immaculate. So y'all make sure y'all tune into that on Mixcloud. I mean, what more can I say? I mean, if y'all want to hear some real music, if y'all really want to be about this quote unquote culture that we supposed to have, then that'll be it, you know. So y'all make sure y'all definitely tune into that on Saturday. DJ Chuck, what's going on, baby? I see you out there. Adrian, what's up, man? I see you out there. Yeah, got like I said, man, got a lot of things I want to cover today. I don't know if I can do it in the hour. I'm gonna do my best, but if I gotta go over a little bit, then god dang it, I guess I just gotta go over a little bit. You know, that's just how it go. That's just how it go. Let's see. Where we want to start at today? Well, first, you know, I've been chilling, man. I got this restaurant up the street. It's relatively new. It's called Vegan Time Cafe, and man, brother is a herbalist, and all his food, unlike any other vegan restaurants I go to, because I do patronage at a lot of vegan restaurants. This one is the only one that's alkaline vegan. He owns like some Dr. Sebi type stuff. Everything is alkaline food. Everything got electricity in it. Just went there, had me some oyster mushrooms dipped in lemon pepper with a zucchini salad that was, man, it was all the chain. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing. First, I'm just gonna, in no particular order, I'm just gonna be running through it. I'm just gonna be putting things up. And the first thing, Clarissa Shields. So she offers $15 million to fight Layla Ali. And she say she finally came up with the money because she say Layla been talking a lot of trash. Layla said, if you get the money up, we gonna do it. Okay, Clarissa went and got the money up. She ready. But it's just a good match because I think Layla like 47 years old. And Clarissa, I mean, she in her prime. I think she like 30, 31 or whatnot. She just had a fight over the weekend. And man, she made this girl look real bad. You know, those punches, man, something serious. And my thing is this, and this is a controversial truth with your boy Notty. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button and go share with somebody if they want to, somebody who might want to get the truth, the controversial truth about what's going on. I think Layla did a lot of talking because she was like, there's no way she gonna get the money up. So I can just talk trash, and it'll be one of those situations where who would win in the basketball game, LeBron or Mike? And like, you can say Mike, you can say LeBron, it'll never happen. So we can just talk trash all back and forth as much as we want, because we never have to prove this. And I think that's what Layla was doing. She was like, I'll knock out, I'll beat her, you know, okay, get the money up. Like, ain't no woman gonna get 15 million up and go sell out no arena. And then it happened. She like, okay, I got the bread. What you trying to do? And now I ain't heard nothing from Layla. It's silence. Silence. Like Jerome used to say, Silence. Like, no, that wasn't wrong. That was the Kung Fu Master. Yeah, the Kung Fu Master say silence. I heard. I ain't hearing that from Layla. Because Layla, come on, let's be real. You don't want that smoke. Adrian Williams, I see you out there, and this is gonna be a show where I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to the people. This y'all show too. I want to know what y'all think about this stuff too. But come on, Layla, you don't want no smoke. I know you don't want this smoke. You know what? Clarissa will steal your legacy, and it's unfair because we know that she's 47 years old, and even though Layla has put up a resume, I mean, what she did in the boxing ring was spectacular. I mean, was she better in her prime than where Clarissa is in her prime? I don't know. That's one of those things that you can debate. But if she got into the ring with Clarissa right now, she would get beat, and she would get beat badly. And it would taint her legacy. Instead of people looking at her as the daughter of Muhammad Ali, who was also a dominant female boxer. Hell, some people even put it so far to say they think Layla could have beat a man. Well, if you want to keep that legacy, if you want to keep that, you can't step in the ring with Clarissa, because if Clarissa knock you out and make you look bad, then that's all people gonna remember. They're not gonna remember the dominant force that you were when you was a boxer. Well, we got DJ Chuck. I heard Clarissa Shields' last opponent basically ran the entire fight. Is that true? Well, she ran as much as she could. I mean, she was trying to get paid, you know. She was trying to make a good showing for herself. But, man, she got tagged. She was getting tagged. She got beat up. And it was ugly, man. You can go see some of the clips, see some of the photos. And, man, this girl would get her face pushed in. She might have lost some teeth. This the kind of stuff that, because boxing is serious, you know, it's a combat sport. This kind of stuff that can have you having head trauma. They can have you running up into NFL headquarters with the rifle, shooting at people because you got that CTE. That's the kind of stuff that can happen to you in that tight setting. So all I gotta say is, Layla, you doing the right thing by staying silent. You don't want that smoke. You don't want none of what Clarissa got to offer. This girl is in her prime, and she hot and she trained. It's different. I mean, her arms almost look stronger than mine. And I'm lifting them weights. I'm out there working out. I'm like, man, her arms look really good. Now she might got some real power out here. So yeah, Layla, I just stay chill. Let us do the debate on who would win a match between Layla and Clarissa in their prime, and they'll just keep it at that. I honestly think in her prime, I don't know. I really don't know. I won't say Clarissa Shields would win, but Layla was a monster out there. She was real. She had them boxing skills. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Who would win in a boxing match between Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali if they was in their prime? That's what I want to know for y'all that might watch boxing. Mocha Bella. Clarissa told Layla she needs to stay in the kitchen. I mean, at this point, if Layla is in the kitchen cooking up them good meals, and she might want to stick to doing that. I mean, and if she can really cook really good, she can get on her phone and film it and do some TikToks and stay safe. You know, that's what I would do. I'm not finna get in the ring. I mean, we saw Mike Tyson, one of the baddest men in the planet. Mike Tyson, you the baddest man in the planet. We saw Mike Tyson get in the ring with a guy who not even a boxer. And it was an embarrassment. Now, Mike got his money. He got his 20 mil, and I'm happy for Mike. But it was an embarrassment. Now, fortunately for Mike came up in a time where his fans and the people that remember Mike, they're always going to remember Mike for knocking folks out. Quick. 1 minute, 2 minute, 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, you were done. And folks going to always remember that about Mike. So his legacy not really tainted because we already know Mike about getting his paper. You know, Mike can put on a fight. He's always been good at putting on a fight. But I don't know. In a prime between Layla and Clarissa, and I see some people out in the chat, Poetic Sid, say she got Layla. You might be right, because Layla was a monster in her prime. But Clarissa, man, I don't know, man. Clarissa got that new age. You know, she that new age strong. She got that new technology she working out with. And she out there, she hungry, boy. She out there really, really getting it. So that'll be a good one. That's a good debate. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Michael Jordan race team. Bubba Wallace won the NASCAR Brickyard 400. Shout out to, you know, Bubba Wallace for winning the NASCAR Brickyard 400. That's one of their majors. In Indy, one of the NASCAR Brickyard 400. And I guess you could say he's the first black racer to win in the major, to win in that race. It just at some point, I personally get tired of people saying, instead of saying congratulations to Bubba Wallace for winning the Brickyard 400, he's the 46th or 47th person to win the race. However many number he is to win the race, we always gotta say he's the first black to do this. He's the first. Like, what does that mean? Is he a professional racer or is he not? Did he win the race or did he not win the race? Like, let's say Cooper Flagg ends up in 3-4 years being really good and he wins the MVP of the NBA. We gonna say Cooper Flagg, he's the first white American since Larry Bird, since 86, to win the MVP. Or we gonna say Cooper Flagg was the best player in the league this year, he won the MVP. I don't get it. You rarely hear somebody say this the first white person to do this. Who was the first white person to cook some good chitlins? Like, I don't know, but I know white folk cooking chitlins. So I kind of. Later last fight was 2007. Okay, that's a long time. That's too long to be out of the ring. But yeah, I mean, Bubba Wallace, congratulations to him for having a great accomplishment. He accomplished a great feat. But I'm not impressed when you say this the first black to do this, the first black to do this. That only means that for a long time, a black person wasn't allowed to do that. That's all they're telling me. Every time they say this is the first black person to do X, Y, or Z, they let me know, okay, there's been a lot of racist white folk in control, and they weren't letting black people do it because the black people was already in the game. We would have been won the Brickyard 400. Would have been won Daytona 500. Would have been won some of the Tuscaloosa. Would have been won. But because y'all operating on that good old white boy network, he's not allowed to go do what y'all been allowed to do for decades. And now all of a sudden, oh, well, congrats, he's the first. Yeah, y'all just finally met somebody that had an opportunity. And then that's just one, which is they should really be looking at themselves with shame. Y'all let one black driver in. And out of all y'all white boy drivers, this one black driver won whole race. Come on, man. That just let me know what happened if y'all let 10 black drivers in. Y'all might not never win a race again. Ask them folks in the NBA. I asked them folks in the NCAA when they started letting the brothers play basketball. When they started letting the brothers play football. It was over. When they integrated the Negro leagues and started letting the brothers play baseball with them. And you got something. That's why they still try to hold on to that Babe Ruth. They try to hold on to that Babe Ruth so bad they holding on. Babe Ruth didn't play with none of these black guys. Babe Ruth ain't got nothing on Hank Aaron. I'm sorry, he ain't got nothing on Willie Mays. And he damn sure ain't got nothing on Barry Bonds. So y'all can just hold on that Babe Ruth, he pitching and he hit. Well, he ain't got nothing on Otani. He ain't got nothing on him. But that's what happens when you don't have to play with the brothers. That's what happens when you don't gotta play with the brothers. I'm gonna do one more before I go to break. We gotta talk about prime time Deion Sanders. And he held a press conference, and I know this graphic say what a pro saying about Coach Prime maybe leaving Colorado Buffaloes. Well, he reported he will be there coaching, and I like that he hired Byron Leftwich to kind of be the quarterback coach and probably oversee a little bit of the offense. He got a lot of professionals in the building, and the team is. I'm looking forward to good things. I know they got a freshman quarterback coming in, but this is he got two highly touted quarterbacks that I think are going to be really good, and I think they're going to compete. And I'm hoping they're going to compete because while Deion is at Colorado being the head coach, that's my team. You know, even though I'm objective about the team and the players and Shador and all these guys, I ain't no fanboy. I'm just going to tell you how it is. And we're pulling for Shador, hoping that he going to make the Cleveland Browns roster and get an opportunity. I've been hearing he been tearing it up in camp. That's what I've been hearing. So, you know, shout out to Shador. But Deion, man, prayers got to go out to Prime, Coach Prime. Man, just had his bladder removed. And it's kind of sad a little bit because we know he got 8 toes. You know, he had 2 toes removed. He been having, you know, cancerous situation. He been having all kind of stuff happen to his body since he left the league. You know, he had turf toe when he left, and that turf toe turned to something real bad the way he had to get 2 toes removed. And all this is kind of related. And to now he had to have a bladder removed. And this is the thing, not only with Coach Prime, but with a lot of guys who play physical contact sports. They make good money making that sacrifice with their brain, their body, you know, sacrificing their family. You know, you lose your wife. Sometimes you got to be away from your kids. You might damage the relationship you have with your children, but you're making a lot of money that you hoping that you can help provide for your family and for your community. But there are a lot of ailments that you face. And I would say this. I don't got no money. I ain't got the money that Prime got. I ain't got the money that a lot of people might got. I don't have it. I deal with stuff all the time. I'm human just like everybody else. But I wouldn't trade places with Coach Prime. I wouldn't want to be Coach Prime. I'd rather be me instead of my body. I don't want to. With all his money, all his fame, all the love that he got from people all around the world, I wouldn't trade places with him. Because I'd rather just be in my lane. Your health is invaluable. That's the most important thing you can have. And, man, I feel bad for Coach Prime, but one thing about it, I'm very, I don't want to say proud, but I'm impressed by his level of transparency. The way he went up there and had that press conference. I mean, he even joked about himself, talking about how he has to use the bathroom all the time. He has to wear diapers now. He has to wear diapers. He wears the pins. Him and his grandson got a joke that when they wake up, they're going to see who diaper is heavier, his or his grandson. He turned an embarrassing situation to a situation where there's a lot of people that are going through what Coach Prime is going through. And he said, don't be shamed. It even happened to me. What we got to do is we got to talk about it. We got to not allow this to affect our mental health. We just got to understand we got to keep pushing and we got to keep plugging and we got to keep believing in a higher power, understanding that I could be gone. I could be out of here. And, man, I mean, that's powerful. And that's a tough thing to do. But Coach Prime did that. And I commend Coach Prime. I commend definitely prayers up to Coach Prime. Definitely prayers up to Coach Prime. So, man, I'm definitely rooting for him, man. I'm definitely a big supporter of Coach Prime. He's one of my favorite football players ever. Definitely playing. I mean, he had the flash, he had the pizzazz, he had all the talent, he had the swag, and he still got it. He's still that dude. You know, you ask me, that's Coach Prime, that Dion, that prime time, that's 21. So, man, Coach Prime, I just want to say, man, we appreciate everything you do and everything you've done. I know there's a lot of folk that criticized you when you left the HBCU and you decided to take your talents to Colorado, but you left Jackson State in a good place to the point they won a national championship last year. You put the right coach in place in TC, and they won a national championship last year. You got a lot of coaches that look like you on your sideline, and those guys, based off the success of Colorado, those guys are gonna have opportunity to be head coaches in college, and you're gonna build up more black coaches in the college community. I mean, what Coach Prime is doing and the strategy he has, I think is masterful, and I really appreciate Coach Prime for what he's doing. Make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe button. Make sure you share with somebody, let them know that the controversial truth is here, and we're gonna get into a lot of things. Now, when I get back from this break, I got my partner coming up. I'm gonna let him. He gonna join me. He's really blessed me with his presence. He gonna join in. We're gonna talk about a few issues not issues, but stories that I kind of want to talk about. We probably gonna cover some issues too. Man, we got a lot of issues there. We need to talk about it in the real way. You know, a lot of people they want to shy away from it. We got, shout out to Built for This Radio Network. Well, we got some folks on the Built for This Radio Network who want to be so pro-black, but they delusional. Like, you're not as black as you really think you are. Stop playing with me. But, we support them in a way. Shout out to Jungle Brother. We're going to support the show. But, yeah, it's all love. But when I get back from the break, we're going to dive into some more subjects, some more topics, and get into some real talk. Right here on the In the Game Network, One Man Cave, and the Built for This Radio Network. Y'all stay tuned.
Youngins be like the YNs. I don't support that YN generation, y'all. I'm apologizing ahead of time if you a YN and you love that name, bro. But that YN's like I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. I love God too much to be a YN. I'm just put it at that, bro. I love myself too much to be a YN, bro. You can call me an YOG, whatever it is, but that whole we have a common enemy, and y'all want to, y'all want to kill our own people, dog. Like, come on, man. I'm good. Anybody killing our own people? Again, I know war is war. I'm not getting into any gang politics. I shout out to all and salute to all the OGs out there that's really putting the morals and principles into these youngins and putting their best foot forward and being family men. But yeah, that generation, this youngin, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Y'all can have that name. Y'all can have that shit. I don't want nothing. I don't anything to do with it. I'm not connected to it. Nothing.
Hey, yo, this your boy PT Cruiser doing one man K.com. You already know how we do it, man. PT Cruiser and it's on, baby. ATL, listen, yeah. Holy.
Yes, sir. We back with the truth. We bring my partner here, man. I wanna get his thoughts on this Kyrie coming. And shout out to the brother Kyrie Irving.
What
it
up,
do,
boy?
player?
What's going on? It
Man,
is a pleasure for you to meet me. I'm Dragonfly Jones. What up, my that was my favorite character, Mark.
Yeah. Dragonfly Jones was hilarious. Hilarious. But yeah, so I just played this clip by Kyrie Irving. Did you got a chance to check it out?
About them YN?
About them YN. Let's talk about it.
That's so funny because I actually was gonna make a live video today because it was a YN shot somebody right over here at the Chevron by my house. And I saw a video today where a mother was giving her son a few dollars for first month rent, telling him he got to get out. He 18. She said he graduated in May, and it was June when she was giving him the money, telling him he had to leave. And so, and you know this personally, I've let some YNs stay at my crib trying to get them on their feet, help them get license, get jobs, yada, yada, yada. And so I'm glad you're talking about this, but I want to put the blame where the blame really deserves to be, man. It's these raggedy ass parents. These raggedy ass parents.
All right, let's talk about it.
Ain't shit. They ain't shit. You're raising children in horrible circumstances. You ain't teaching them nothing. And all they've ever seen you do in your life is struggle. And then you want to put them out. I got a friend my son got a friend right now. He had to help him with a rooming home because he can't go live with his mom. A 20-year-old boy, like my son, you know personally how I do my son. My son got a plan. You know, he got bukus of money he's saving up. We got a target. And I don't charge him nothing rent free. And I'm not doing great. I'm a working class man. But I teach my sons, and I'm just like I'm going to be teaching my daughters. But I'm going to teach them about financial literacy. And these parents, I ain't teaching none of that.
Correct.
Not a lick of it. You ain't teaching your children no financial literacy. Then you want to put them out on the streets. So the thing that bothers me the most of all of this is when I see the parents on TV because their son done some dumb shit like shot and kill somebody and go to prison for 15 to 30 years or life or get killed. Y'all want us to cry about it. I'm only having empathy for your children. I don't have no empathy for these funky ass parents because they're not doing their jobs.
Right.
They're not doing their jobs. And I hate that about our community because we complain about our community, but we're the reason.
You're correct. You're correct about that. And before we go further with this, because this is a powerful moment for the show, let me let the folk know that a little bit about you. That you know you're an actor. I mean, you're a working man. You work too, but you're an actor too, and you've been in a few shows. One of them being P Valley, and I know P Valley was supposed to come back for like what, third season?
It's coming back real soon. Look for it most likely around October.
Yeah. They've been saying that for a minute, but then when Trump got in office,
I just got a check from P Valley last week.
Oh, well, I need a hold
out the blue.
I need a hold something.
So I don't think they would have been paying me if they weren't coming back out. They just sent me a check out the blue.
They come back, but they had to get around Donald Trump with them because Donald Trump was trying to shut all that down. Donald Trump wasn't having all that homosexuality going on. He trying to shut all that down. But just to talk a little bit about your character on the show, and then we're gonna get into more into the real stuff.
Well, mainly my character, Sloth, he's just a roundabout guy from the neighborhood. He knows and mingles around in the club, knows a little bit about everybody. No major character, honestly. He's just
but he's selling dope though.
Well, he a neighborhood guy. You know what I mean?
He's
He
selling weed in his neighborhood.
well, actually, he's buying more weed than he's selling. So,
Okay, well, a lot of times that's what happens in the hood when you're a small time weed dealer.
yeah,
You buying more bud than you
yeah,
actually
small fry,
selling it, and you
yeah,
smoking a
small
lot of
fry.
hood.
Yeah,
Right, right,
I'm guilty.
right. And Slow got shot in the head. He got
Yep,
a
yep.
bullet in the
Got a
head.
bullet in his head right now.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So
but
that's hilarious to me. You got Poetic Sin. She's talking about P Valley 5. I ain't gonna even lie. This is Color for the Truth right here with your boy Notty. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. But you know, I gotta keep 100. I keep real. I support my homeboy to the fullest. Y'all know that. This my partner. I tried to watch a few episodes, but man, it got too much for me. I can't even really watch it like that. It just was too much for me. I'm with Trump. You know, if he want to shut it down, but I want you to get your money though. I want you to get your credits and be able to grow and elevate from it. You
well, I
know,
will
so
say this: I love working on the show
being
because the
in the
producers, the writers, and even the actors and actresses, man, they all dope. Like, trust and believe, all of them are super dope, real down to earth. I haven't met anybody I don't like since I've been working on the show. I've been on all 3 seasons, so I've been around everybody. Everybody's dope. Trust me.
right. Well, yeah, back to Kyrie. He said he not. I'm not with you. I'm with Kyrie. I'm not with the white. No, I'm not a YN. And, you know, I joke about it with you. You know, cause me and you, we like that, so we can joke about all kind of crazy stuff. But I don't want nobody on the street like YN, and I ain't with all that. Y'all keep that to you. You know what? I've been getting with on a lot of people because recently, you know, you got a lot of these black people who want to always be like, oh, we do this for the culture and this is for the culture. Right out some dumb nigga stuff that happened. Oh, that's for I'm like, what culture are we talking about?
Exactly.
What culture? Oh, like, I'm sorry to break the news to y'all, folks. You ain't got no culture.
No.
Y'all gotta understand your culture, your religion, your diet, your
Well, can I
everything,
say this?
your language, all of that has been stripped away from you and has been lost and forgotten. And the only culture that you have is a culture engaged to you. We want to think of the culture as rap music, but they can play basketball. They dance. Any kind of celebrity. Well, some white folk can get paid you a lot of money to be a jester and to perform. Oh, that's for the culture. But they don't talk culture when they talk about Dr. Francis Wiseman, or when they talk about Dr. Layla Africa, or when they talk about Dr. Sabi. Y'all don't. That's the culture. But go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. Speaking of culture, like in the history of culture, there's never been a culture that has thrived without family at the forefront. So if we're not going to build nuclear families, then we're not going to have a culture. There's no culture for us to support because we're tearing it down by pushing family, which is the main building block of a culture. If we're not going to push family and let that be the center, then we can't even claim that we have a culture because there's never in the history of culture ever been one that thrived without family at the forefront.
That's correct. And Mocha Bella said, Nadi, what you just said, you agree with 47? Some stuff I agree. Ain't nobody I totally disagree with everything. Ain't gone. Some stuff
Mm-hmm.
I agree with 47 on. I agree that the boys shouldn't play with the girls in sports. Do you not agree with that? I
So
mean,
I
shout
agree
out to
with
Mocha Brother, and we have extended the invite to Jungle Brother if he want to get on the show. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, hey, I don't disagree with everything 47 got to say or everything he's done. Some stuff I agree with. Some stuff I'm like I cannot. You know, we can do away with that. But yeah, I'm not 100% just because the media does not shape my opinion and form my thoughts. I don't allow that kind of programming to enter into my web. So no, I don't disagree with 47 on certain things. And what Obama did by letting all this LGBTQ and if you want to be transgender and letting kids decide they want to be a girl or a boy, I'm against that, and I'm more in line with what Trump is line with when it comes to that. Trump and his constituents, I'm more in line with that. So you can say what you want to say. I don't think it's part of our culture. Homosexuality ain't part of the culture. That's not. I'm sorry, it's not. So we keep saying for the culture. I'm saying what culture? Whose culture are we talking about?
Exactly. Because that ain't
The diet that people got, these black people got, and the food they eat. We weren't in that. You got that diet from your oppressor. All this programming that's trying to separate the black man from the black woman. Is that the culture? Is it the culture for women to be raising children all by themselves and putting the fathers out and fathers not being in the home and you not having family in the community like my brother Melo? Culture? Stop playing with me, man.
And speaking of
ain't
culture,
got no culture.
Last weekend there was a record set of shootings in Atlanta. So how we talking culture and we go out here shooting up the place all over the damn city. Chicago, mainly black city. Atlanta, a mainly black city. Like, and we complain about all these cops. I just got into an argument with Warren about the incident. We complain about all these cops that beat our ass and shoot us and all this, but we setting records out here.
Right.
In these cities where all these black folk live. And so again, what you're saying, how we gonna talk about culture? It looked like mass shootings all over the city is the culture. That's what the culture looked like to me. It looked like a bunch of YNs out here running rampant. Everybody got a pistol. 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old got pistols now. Like this, if this is our culture, how we gonna celebrate this? If you really love black people, how you gonna celebrate that?
You can't celebrate. That's why I say we don't have a culture. Exactly. Our culture is whatever culture that they gave us. Our culture. We have been Americanized. We are part of Western civilization. When you decide to go in and put your vote in for who's gonna be the president of the United States, that became your culture. Exactly. When you decide to go to church and you pick up your Bible or you pick up whatever you pick up, the Quran or whatever you pick up, and you go to that church and you pray and that's your culture. I don't understand. We're doing it for the culture.
I'm tired of hearing it. Honestly.
Right.
Because it's a contradictory. And like, I'm not a fool. You can't sit in my ear and tell me it's raining. Like, I know the difference. And what I'm seeing, I can't celebrate it.
Right.
So
I feel you.
Don't try to sell me that when I know that's not what we supposed to be standing up for. I can't stand for that.
Right.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
Let me go to this topic. Like I said, I got a lot of topics I'm trying to get through today. Some sports related. I got other real life discussions that we need to be had. I just got a lot to cover.
Let me say something. 20 seconds about the Layla and Clarissa Shields.
Go ahead.
In their prime, I really do believe Layla and Clarissa, their body types would be set for a great fight in their prime. Now, at 47 years old, and I'm going to be 47 in a few weeks, I wouldn't be fighting no 30-some-year-old dude that's my size or bigger. Like, nah, and who's in their prime, basically, that's doing, I wouldn't. I don't recommend it.
And you ain't fought at 18 years.
Exactly. I don't recommend that. I'm sorry. Today, no, I don't. Unless you just want to get that check. Because I did look at her net worth, and it wasn't all that high, so I could see where 15 million could help.
Man, like I just said, man, I ain't trading places with Dion and all his money. Sometimes that 15 ain't worth it.
Ain't even worth it, yeah.
Look what her daddy did. Look what her daddy did. Let's look at the history of Muhammad Ali.
That's true.
Muhammad Ali was a great fighter. Okay, Muhammad Ali kind of had been out the game for a while, but they wanted to see him fight Larry Holmes. Everybody wanted, and at that time, I think they paid Muhammad Ali. It was the biggest money in boxing at that time. I think
Yeah,
he
they
got
were
8
like 2
million.
million or something.
It might have been like 8 million, 4 to 8 million, something like that to fight Larry Holmes. It was a lot of money to fight
Back
Larry
then,
Holmes.
yeah.
He was getting a big payday. And so Muhammad Ali was like, yeah, I go do
And he
Holmes.
suffered. He suffered
Larry
as a
Holmes
result.
really, yes, he put that pain on him.
Yeah.
And Muhammad Ali never was the same. Now, this what a lot of folks got to realize. Before that Larry Holmes fight, Muhammad Ali was considered a villain. Most white folk didn't like because of what
Yeah,
he
they hate
stood
him.
for.
And
He
he
was a
changed his
villain.
name. Yeah.
Right. But as soon as he started losing his mind and started losing his wits and started shaking their hands and stuff like that,
Then they
that's
celebrate.
when they started celebrating Muhammad Ali. That's when they started saying, oh, he's the greatest. You know, this is how they do. So if I'm like, look, I don't want to touch that 15. Because
Yeah.
that 15 can have me in. Like, I'd rather have. I'm pretty sure Muhammad Ali would have paid if he could have paid $8 million to get his wits back about himself, he would have paid that $8 million.
Easily.
Because he didn't gain no fame from the Larry Holmes fight, and he didn't lose none either. He still was on the same plane as Muhammad Ali. And
But he
all
suffered in his last 25 years of living.
he suffered. And then the Lama had the audacity to get his man an arrow with a flame on it. And then I was like, man, I was nervous when he went out. I was like, no,
For the Olympics.
somebody get that
For
from
the
that
Olympics.
man. Right. That man was, I ain't know where in hell, man, that man finna. But that fire causing had to be big. It had to be so big when he just couldn't miss.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ain't no way in hell. Man, that thing, boy, I was nervous. But I'm glad he, shout out and rest in peace to, Muhammad Ali. He was great.
Arguably the GOAT.
I don't necessarily say he was the greatest fighter of all time. I don't necessarily believe that. But he was a great fighter. And I think when we say he's the greatest, I think we're factoring in the outside of the ring stuff. Then I agree that Muhammad Ali is the greatest. When I for and how he used to talk to them white folk, and he didn't give a damn because he had the goods. He had that what you call undeniable talent.
Yeah.
The thing I was trying to tell folks about Shador, Shador overplayed his hand because he went in tainted interviews, like he had undeniable talent. Bro, you don't have undeniable talent. When you have undeniable talent, you can go poop on them folks and their whole program. They gonna fool with you. But when they he ain't really got the right size. His arm ain't really that. They saw the interviews. You need to show that you got the mental acumen to be what they want you to be. Wrong, and he's gonna be one of the great quarterbacks in the league for his class. But the way he went about it, I just believe it was all wrong. I don't look at it and say, "Oh, they colluded against him." No, they ain't no colluded against him. He just overplayed his hand.
Well, sometimes it's hard to come off that high horse when you've been on it for so long,
Right. It ain't no fault of his. I mean, we know who his father is and how he was raised and the kind of values and stuff that was instilled in him. And so it's hard to tell him success that way. But the difference between him and his father is because his father was more brash than he was coming out of Florida State.
Yeah.
The difference was his father had undeniable talent.
Yeah.
Right. So let me get into this. Before I go to break, I wanted to hop into this right here. Luka Doncic, superstar, doing the best. Man, he all on the men's health covers. He looking ripped up. You don't see all that body fat on him. Luka Doncic looking good. And I'm sitting here saying everybody owes Nico Harrison an apology because when Nico Harrison traded Luka, they were like, "Where's this nigga doing?" He wanted to fight, but Luka wouldn't get in shape. Luka wanted to drink beer. Luka don't want to work out. And the best thing Nico Harrison could have did for Luka and for the NBA is trade
Put that battery in his back.
Put that battery in his back. Cost him about $35 million because now he can't get the Supermax. And you put him with LeBron, somebody who can show him how to work. You put him in LA where the expectations are considerably higher than they are in Dallas. And look at Luka now. And it's going to be better for the NBA if Luka can now perform on an even higher level than he was performing in LA. Well, we got TV is TV, the ratings are the ratings, and the NBA didn't lose. So now, yeah. So I mean, the best thing that Nico could have did was what he did, and that's trade Luka to the Lakers. So
I agree.
And look at Luka now. I mean, now I'm like, okay. At first, I was like, man, Lakers ain't finna do that because Luka ain't gonna play no defense. He fat. Now I'm like, Luka might. Luka might
move a little bit now. He should be able to.
Right. So it's important. You're a professional athlete. You're supposed to be in shape, man. I mean, that's what the money's for. A
lot of them lose their motivation, man. When you get that money, man, you get that limelight, man. The motivation just kind of disappears. So what they did for him was they charged him back up, and now he should be a motivated Luka next year.
Right. Well, I'm gonna take a little break right quick. We're gonna come back. I want to keep you on for me. I got some more real stuff to talk about in a second.
For sure.
Listen to the boss man Drew, little bro. Y'all gotta get in on the boss man Drew. But yeah, we come back from the break. I got some stuff we need to get to right here on the controversial truth. Filling in Sam Mitchell. Hit that like and subscribe. We'll be back. Y'all do not want to miss what's in store for you. In the Game Network, One Man Cave, and the Built for This Radio Network. Subscribe to all of them.
Ghost tells I give you the game, cause you know we really in. Yeah.
Me, I'm on my Grizzy. I be smoking till I'm dizzy. Got the stanzas on the glizzy. Don't make me spin this bitch like Frisbee. Talking about me, shit get risky. I want money, pumps, they itchy. Niggas wasn't with me. Trenches, niggas better keep your distance. I be on this mission. Blue cheese ain't no dressing. I be vibing, ain't no stressing. If I'm there, I keep my weapon. I want mine and I want extra. If you own it, I'm gon' catch you. I've been on the pilot pressure. Wish that weight like I rush that block.
Sports fans of Real Talk and Hoops Insight, stay in the game with NBA legend Sam Mitchell. Now you can show your love for the In the Game podcast with exclusive merch from the In the Game online store. Coffee cups, caps, grab bold t-shirts, cozy hoodies, sleek thermal drinking cups, and more. It's all with that signature Sam Mitchell swagger. Visit InTheGameStore.com today and get in the game with Sam Mitchell, because it's more than a show. It's a lifestyle on the In the Game Network.
Listen, this is my last voicemail. I'm leaving. You feel me? It's my last fucking voicemail, man. I miss you, girl. I miss you. Do you hear me? I fucking miss you, man. I miss you, man. I'm lonely inside right now, man. So lonely. I miss you. My heart. My body. My dick.
Babe, my dick. Oh,
I miss you, yo. All three of us miss you. It's the fucking three-piece. Three-piece, girl.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, since I can't have you, can't no nigga in this world fuck you. I'm chopping off everybody dick in America.
Whoa.
Everybody dick.
Whoa.
Play with me.
Not my dick.
Everybody dick.
I need my dick.
Chop.
Said I need my dick.
I heard you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me, girl. Answer the fucking phone.
Don't play.
Yo, what's up? This your boy, Home Team Brandon Leak. Always checking in with my homeboy, Notty Dread. You got to listen to Notty Dread till the day you're dead, and that way you make sure you get your information fed.
Holy.
Yeah, and I'm back.
That was a funny ass shit, bro.
Shout out to Cleon, the comedian. Man, that was hilarious, man. But dude be in their feelings, boy. Dude be hurt, man. When that girl leave them, man, they be hurting bad. Definitely they been with her for a while. They done got used to her and all that kind of stuff. It hurt. It hurt when she leave. Now a real player is gonna keep it mental. You always gonna feel that pain. I don't care how hard you are. You gonna feel a little stain, but you ain't gotta act on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what was best for business. It was best that I keep moving. I ain't gonna cry about it. You know, definitely. But you got some people who act out their emotions. You know. And they can't help themselves.
Well, I know one thing. If that's real, Buddy playing a losing hand.
Right.
That's a losing hand right there. If it's at that point, you that hurt. Like,
right.
I don't know how it gets to that. And it said his 5th voicemail. Like, that's a little stalkerish, ain't it? Like, bruh.
Right. But that's just crazy.
That don't happen to real niggas, man. Like, I could not imagine.
I mean, well, see, when you say that leads me to ask the question, what's a real nigga? You know what I'm saying? Well, I know some, and I know some folk, some hard dudes or some hard niggas, and they be hard, but when that girl leaves, they want to go shoot up the block.
Yeah, that ain't a real nigga.
They be like, I'm a real nigga because I beat up some folks. I done win the shots of folks. I done done some robberies. So now what is a real nigga? Like, what culture? Like, I got
a real nigga is not an emotional nigga. That's for one thing. So that dude was an emotional guy. Like, and even when you say shoot up the block, that make you an emotional nigga. That don't make you no real nigga. When you get this pouring out pain because you in pain, it's from your emotions. So you're trying to cause more horrible or heartfelt emotions to other people. You try to pour that shit onto them, and that don't make you real. Real is an honest nigga, a courageous nigga, compassionate nigga, a wise nigga. That's what a real nigga is. Like, that's how men are judged.
Right, poetic sense say dudes do that when they fucked up on some good. You know what?
No, that's not really true though, because
I agree with you.
It's just an emotional dude. Like, everything about that is just emotion. Like, I've had so many women, and so many of them have had that good, and it ain't gonna have me acting like that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It just cannot.
Or maybe I'm underestimating. Maybe the good I had wasn't as good as it can get.
No, my boy. Trust me, my boy. I done had A1s and A1s and A1s. No, man. I left them alone.
Right.
Because I'm bigger than that. I'm beyond.
Right.
I look at coochie on a woman like a steering wheel in a car. All of them come with it. So why am I going to buy the steering wheel? I'm buying the car. The steering wheel come with the car. So I'm not I ain't finna trade you my steering wheel.
But you know how some of these guys, you know how some of these guys, man, they put that wood grain steering wheel in that pop out. And when they get out the car, they take their steering wheel with them.
Okay, but if you sell that car,
and they that car.
No. If you sell that car, that steering wheel going with that car, unless you're gonna put the original back in there. But usually they ain't gonna keep that. But that was hilarious, bro. Like, and there's too many dudes actually. Shannon Sharp be whipped. Oh, they be weak for the steering wheel. I'm gonna call it steering wheel since I just relate. That way I don't have to say those foul words. But you weak for this steering wheel, and all of them got it. It come with it. Like why can't we have some discipline as men, and why can't we elevate ourselves to the point where we're not going to be weak for that? Like
Right.
I motivate my kids and tell them, like my son got into an argument the other day and girl said some stuff. I was like, well, do you believe you too good to be talked to like that? Because I believe I'm too good to be talked to like that.
In some
I
kind of way,
don't
I can't
care
be talked to
how
in
it
the public.
sounds,
Right.
but I can't be talked to in some sort of disrespectful way that's going to make me feel like you look down on me, like I'm less of a
Right.
man to you because you treating me with this type of disrespect. Like, no, that
Right.
men got to be stronger, man. We
I
do have to
agree.
be stronger.
Well,
I get
see,
on women all the time, but we got to get on the men too. Like,
this is my thing, and speaking of this subject, because my mama, she in the chat, and she said, hey, Romero, and shout
hey,
out to
mama, stay.
some steering wheels better than others. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that.
I'm not
But
disagreeing with that either. But
ain't
it
gonna
don't
be.
change the fact it come with the car.
Look, if the car breaking down, I'm sorry, the steering wheel gets sold with the car.
Exactly. I'm not just gonna take the steering wheel
Right.
from the car.
Right. But you do got them
Already going
guys.
to the
But you
salvage
do
yard.
got them guys that, you know, the car broke down, ain't no damage, just sitting around, and for whatever reason, sentimental value to their car, and they don't want to let the car go. They like something that's in the car that somebody gave it to them that they need to keep it. So I don't know. I agree with Poet to see real men get emotional, but don't show it overly like that. But let me get to the part where you was talking about women talking to me in any kind of way. You can't talk to me any kind of way, especially in the public. If we out somewhere, if we around people, like you hold that in until we get to the privacy of our own room situation, and then at that point, I'll give them the leeway. I'll let you get that out. You know, you might some stress or some emotions you need to get out. You know, I'll let the queen speak. You know, get it out. I ain't gonna show no what you do, but even then, you can only take that so far.
See, with me, it's all about respect. Like your tone and the words you choose all need to be respectful because that's how I'm going to talk to my woman. Like I'm never going to disrespect you because if I disrespect you, I'm really disrespecting myself because I picked you. So I should not be able to disrespect somebody who is joined to me because I wouldn't disrespect myself. Are we there? Because I know it looked like you froze a little bit, Notty. I don't know if I'm froze too, honestly, but I see me. So I don't know if the audience can hear me or not, but just back to the whole respect thing, just in case y'all can't hear me, and Notty will be back in a second. I would not allow my mom, my dad, my brothers to be so disrespectful and keep a relationship with them. So like that rule, my rule applies to all human beings. Like you either gonna respect me or we just can't have a relationship because men can be violent. And if someone disrespects me enough, then they're gonna push me to where I might want to get violent. And I know for two men especially, two men get into some sort of argument, then both men, because of masculinity, can be violent. And so therefore I always tell people, listen, don't don't talk to me like that. Don't do that because what's gonna happen is, or if I don't tell you that, then I just disappear. I don't talk to them no more. They be wondering what happened. I'd be like, well, first of all, I don't allow nobody to talk to me any kind of way. So if I shut down on you or I cut out on you, then it's because I ain't like the way you being disrespectful. So I'm not gonna tolerate it. I don't need you in my life. You're not more important than me because I gotta live with myself. I don't know if I cut out when you cut out, so I just kept talking.
Yeah, man, we got lightning. We got lightning in the area. All the lights and
It's
stuff
bad
went
over
out.
here.
Internet went out. I had to go into my backup Wi-Fi on my phone. So I brought us back, and I want to say I hear it be a real bad storm up toward New York, New Jersey, Baltimore, bad floods and things like that. So I want to, make sure y'all stay safe up that way, and make sure y'all stay safe and try to evacuate. Y'all gotta get the hell on out of there and do what you gotta do. Also, they had a tsunami somewhere, I think near Russia, 8.7 magnitude. So they was, there's some threats of tsunami. Hawaii, off the West Coast, California, Oregon, Seattle, all that, Washington, all that place. So I hope them folks be safe too. But yeah, we're gonna get back to it. Now this time I'm gonna disagree with my mama on, but she wanna be in the chat and be Billy Badass, so we're gonna address it. You act up. You can't do that. You can't do no man in the public. He ain't gonna say
Man.
around other people, especially if you looking for some that protection, that level. Like if he is disrespecting and look like a clown or somebody, not only does his reputation get tarnished, but your reputation get tarnished for being around him and being with him. Now he's more liable to get tried as opposed to not getting tried, because they're like, oh, that's a bitch ass nigga. Like, we can go and try him. That put both of y'all in danger.
Exactly.
So, no, you can't be disrespecting no man in public. Definitely if it's a man you care about and that y'all trying to build and grow and y'all doing stuff together. If that's the case, you're on your own. Leave him at the house. Leave him alone so you can make sure that man not disrespected. Don't disrespect that man around other people. That's between y'all two. And when y'all are alone, do your business.
I say this all the time. I bet it's more people that have been disrespectful in the ground than for any other reason on earth, for as far as unaliving people go. I bet you it's been more people put in the ground for disrespect than anything else. So I don't play the disrespect. Like, for me personally, you got one time, because if you can't respect me, then you don't love me. And if you don't love me, then you probably don't like me. And if you don't like me, we can't have a relationship.
A lot of men and a lot of women, married people, are put in the grave by their spouses over that disrespect. Just so that doctor just got all the money. He put all the money he had behind all the, he was respected as a doctor and all this kind of stuff. He disrespected him and he had to offer. Now he tried to do it in some doctor way. He tried to poison her and do all that. Now she eventually died from the poison. Then he tried to say she killed herself. No, because he tried to get away with it, but she had to go.
Mm-hmm.
And we just seen women kill the man, the whole family, because she felt disrespected. Whether the man cheated or whatever he did, he was beating on her. Whatever she took as disrespect, he had to go. So,
man, we can go back. We can go all the way back.
We can go back to
even OJ, bro.
We can go back.
Like this.
OJ,
bruh.
I agree with what you about to say. Even though I think OJ was innocent, he didn't do it. Even
if
he did do it, I understand. But even though he didn't,
I think the reason behind what happened was disrespect. That's why I think it happened. I'm not pointing no finger. But I believe that's the reason why.
Whoever killed Nicole Brown Simpson felt like she had been disrespectful to that person. Mm-hmm. And she had to go because she was reckless. Now, don't get me wrong. I disagree with the murder, with any murder. But I understand. Right. So, from that aspect,
I'm just calling it like how I see it. That's the way I see it. I could be wrong.
Right.
But that's the way my mind sees it. When I look at the scenario, the whole situation, like, it was just too much disrespect that happened in that, and like they just ended up unalive.
Right.
What else? What other conclusion can I jump to? But
Right.
it's like that, man. Like
OJ killed that woman. He might have did. I don't know.
I just tell people, man, be respectful, man, because that's the biggest reason why people get unalive. That's number one.
Right. That's the number one reason why people get you're absolutely correct about this.
Even if you look at the police,
right?
They believe they've been disrespected, and that's why so many.
Some of them, yeah, but
I'm not saying they're not evil. They're not
some of them,
wrong.
they be so aggressive.
They might initiate the disrespect, but because they have the power, which is that gun, that's where the leverage turns in their favor because they're gang. They got the gun.
They are gang.
Once you disrespect them, now they want to pop off, literally and figuratively.
Well, speaking of what you're speaking about with the police and these killings that they have, especially against melanated humans, male and female, I would say that the people that they use to kill, those people feel disrespected, and when those people feel disrespected, they lash out at the police. But the difference is, this man got a gun and a license to kill, and you don't. So you feel disrespectful, and when you feel disrespectful, you start lashing out at him, and at that point, he started to feel slightly disrespected, and he decided, I'm gonna kill this person.
And he got the power. That's the only.
It's unfortunate.
That's the point. You made the point I was making too. Like, and it's just they have the leverage. So we, unfortunately, and I wasn't even just speaking about black. I was speaking about police, the way they kill people.
Right.
It's usually because they feel disrespect, even though they're the initiators. So my point was just simply that the fact that they have the power to go home and you not go home. And that was the only reason why I was bringing that up.
You're right about that. I'm gonna get into this story. I got two more things I want to get across. I'm gonna get into this story. We're gonna break this story down. I'm gonna take one more break, then I'm gonna come back with some real stuff, and then we're gonna get up out of here. I told y'all I can't do this show today in the hour because I got a lot of things I wanted to cross off the box, and this is the next thing right here. I don't know if it should say Paul, but anyway, Gilbert Arenas was arrested, for apparently having an illegal gambling ring. Now he has been, he got out on bond, but the former NBA player Gilbert Arenas and 5 others were indicted on federal charges for operating an illegal gambling business. The operation allegedly involved high-stakes poker games at an Encino mansion owned by Arenas, which I believe he was rented out. Arenas faces up to 5 years in prison for each count if convicted. One of my partners, Nah. See, I'm about to break it down. Nah, look, my partner Z was whose birthday. Shout out to my partner Z. Happy birthday to him. His birthday was yesterday. But he was asking. He was like, "So you can't play poker in your house? You can't?" Nah. This is bigger than that. This is deeper than that. I'm hoping I can shed a little bit light on what really happened and why Gilbert Arenas got locked up with these other 4 people that are getting locked up. Now, it was Gilbert Arenas and 5 other people, including a quote-unquote suspected high-level member of an Israeli transnational organized crime group. Right. So they were the federal indictment alleging they operated a legal gambling business in Encino, California, according to the U.S. Department of Justice Attorney Office in the Central District of California. He's charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate a legal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, 1 count of making false statements to a federal investigator. You know how them folks feel about when you lie to them. Okay, I also charged with him. Listen to the names of because these people, I can't even hardly say their names. So this is how you know he's dealing with the wrong people. Yevgeny Gershman is 49, a suspected organized crime figure from Israel. Evgeny Tarevsky, Alan Austria, Yaron Cohen, is Evgen Krachim. You can already tell right now he's dealing with some folks. First of all, Donald Trump already trying to get rid of these folk who come from overseas and creating crime. Now, try to open up an illegal casino with these folk and make money, and you ain't gonna get all. See, this whole thing really about Uncle Sam not getting his cut. Because when Uncle Sam don't get his cut, he got a problem with it. Let me go a little bit deeper into it. So Arenas, they were operating a legal gambling business. Arenas rented out a Chino mansion he owned for the purpose of hosting high-stakes illegal poker games. At Arenas' direction, Arthur Katz of West Hollywood staged the mansion to host games, founded by co-conspirators to host games, and collected rent from the co-conspirators on Arenas' behalf. Now, they illegal pot limit Omaha poker games, among other illegal games, at the mansion collected a rake, which is a fee the house charged from each pot, either as a percentage or a fixed amount per hand. They also hired young women who, in exchange for tips, served drinks, provided massages, and offered companionship to poker players. The women were charged a tax, a percentage of their earnings for working the games. So this is big money. And again, they did this all under the nose of Uncle Sam, who want his cut of the money. So since Uncle Sam can't get his cut, now for each of these charges, Gilbert Arenas and those other guys can do 5 years for each charge. That's the reason why Gilbert Arenas is in the trouble that he's in, because he's playing around with fire.
I believe that rake had a lot to do with it. Like you said, Sam got to give him. But here's my thing out of all of this. Here go my thing. Who the hell snitched? Somebody had to snitch.
Man, now I want to agree with you, and you might be right, but I'm saying when we talking about millions of dollars exchanging hands.
Yeah.
I ain't even get to the part where, and I'm about to get there because I might as well for context. A couple of these bad apples also have a charge for 3 additional counts: conspiracy to commit marriage fraud, and making false statements on the immigration document. So they was trying to get it where they can come over. You do a fake marriage with an American citizen, and that way you can get your visa and can attain your citizenship. Well, Donald Trump already trying to put it away. Even if you're born here, if your mama was born somewhere else, we can send you back.
Hey, so, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
That's
you got these crooks trying to do that, and then you robbing Uncle Sam.
Right, you got right. So you got crooks helping crooks be crooks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that marriage fraud. With marriage fraud, it come at a fee. Okay, you pay 50,000, you pay 100,000 or whatever, and we're gonna hook you up with it, and you're gonna marry them, and we're gonna get you the papers, and then you're gonna be able to come over here and bring. Hey, hold on, Uncle Sam ain't getting none of that.
Oh no.
Now don't get me wrong. Screw Uncle Sam. I'm behind Gilbert Arenas. I hope he get off. I understand what he was trying to do, being a hustler. He was trying to get a hustle on. I get it. I'm just trying to. I gotta tell the controversial truth.
Yeah, I'm with you on your end because I feel the same way. But you right. Like
I'm just letting you know why he got locked up and why he's facing some serious drama. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the show, The Controversial Truth. Make sure you share somebody, if they don't understand, what the hell going on, they don't know your boy Notty. He telling you why Gilbert Arenas in trouble. Even though you got it back, I get it.
Mm-hmm. I'm with him all day.
Sam Mill,
but you got to pay that
you got
man.
a lot of right. Got a lot of black people who want to be so like they so pro black. I'm so pro like, but you so pro black, you act like you're not living in a reality. The truth is, you're living in the United States of America. You got your citizenship. You living in a capitalistic society. Let's not act like we strangers to, for example, giving Uncle Sam with Uncle Sam
It's rules to the game.
Right.
It's rules to the game.
Don't get me wrong. I'm like Gilbert. I'm trying to get what I can get. You know what I'm saying? And keep what I can keep. But at the same time, I understand where Uncle Sam coming from, based on the history of America. Right.
Once you get caught, it's over. You playing the game the way you want to.
Marcus say, what about Marcus Morris, who was arrested for writing bad checks? Marcus Morris is an idiot. See, I got more sympathy for Gilbert Arenas for trying to get his hustle on than I got for Marcus Morris, who played in the NBA for 15 years, made good checks. He had the ESPN job lined up, so he was going to get another good check that could have carried him for basically the rest of his life if he acquiesced to their demands. But you got a problem. You owe 2 Las Vegas casinos big money. You buying mansions with fake checks. You buying cars with fake checks. For what? Because 2 things. It might have been both. You blew your money in the NBA because you were tricking off on women and superficial things, materialistic things, and you were tricking off with these women. You trying to impress these women so much that you didn't blew your money. Guess what? Marcus Morris ain't that famous.
And the difference between it is Marcus Morris is self-serving. All this was for him. At least Gilbert Arenas was tied in. It's organized. This is about something bigger than just me. Like, he playing with the feds for selfish reasons only, knowing that you don't need to be playing with the feds. It's federal.
Right, and you definitely don't need to lie to the feds, because Gilbert Arenas, if I be Arenas, I'm just going to come clean. Look, man, I was trying to make some bread. With these guys. I don't know much about these guys. I just met them. I thought they were cool. They had bread. We were going to make some bread. This how much money we made. I'm opening my books up. How much do I owe Uncle Sam? Let me write Uncle Sam a check and let this whole thing go away. I ain't getting a lot of these folks.
The fact he lied, he must don't watch First 48, don't know nothing about criminal activity. Like, why are you even talking to them? You don't answer no question. Get a lawyer. You got the money for a lawyer.
By the time these folks come in, they already been investigating you for months.
So
they already, matter of fact, they've been at the poker games. They've been in there getting served by the women that y'all to hide. They know everything that's going on and who's who. Now, back to Marcus Morris.
A few pots and everything.
They got some bread. Whether they gave it to Uncle Sam or not, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they were smart enough if the fans in there want some bread and give it a this casino night. I'm pretty sure, you stash a little bread, but they're going to go to Uncle Sam, they're going to tell Uncle Sam, I made this amount of bread, here you go. He might. Right now, I'm 50-50 on whether Gilbert Arenas finna prison time or not. He really has a legitimate shot to do at least 5 to 10 years. I hate it for him. I really do. Now, back to Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris ain't that famous. As much as he played in the NBA 15 years, he ain't that famous to be blowing his bread like that. Marcus Morris can walk down the street. He can be at the Kroger right here on South Harrison. He can be right at that Kroger, and Folks might see him and talk like, damn, I want a nigga hoop, but ain't nobody gonna be running up. Oh, there go Marcus Morris. Don't nobody care. You can walk on the street. Marcus Morris can come around here, get a $200,000 house, and have millions in the bank, and ain't nobody gonna fool with him. He ain't in a situation where he gotta stay in a $3 million mansion. He gotta drive a Bentley, and he ain't gotta do that. So for him to be trying to impress, I don't know who he's trying to impress, and to squander all his bread like that. I mean, that's on him, man. That's on him. He just been a dumbass. I'm sorry.
That's what I think.
And we got
I
too
never
many
really take that
Negroes.
story out much.
Right. Well, I just broke it down to you. We got too many Negroes out here that being dumbasses like Shannon Sharp. You know, I'm sorry. I can't even watch Nightcap no more out there. I can't, because he ain't the man he tried to put on to be. You're not that guy. You a fraud. You a fraud.
He had millions of people thinking he was qualified to be a fucking life coach. Like, we thinking he got all these out, and look at
right. He's fraudulent. $23 million right there. Like I said yesterday on Mad Knox show, shout out to Mad Knox, who do a show on Wednesdays. He could have just, if he wanted to, he could have bought that girl and the friend of hers, cleaned out and owned people for $23 million. He could have owned them for $23 million, for less than $23 million. I mean, I remember Shannon did a show on he talked about, I ain't giving my kids nothing. My daughter wanted to win gift, throw a win party. I ain't giving her $30,000 for no win. But you just gave that white girl $23 million. You can't even give your daughter $30,000. Right.
Just retired her.
Right.
And she average as hell. And now you're gonna have all these beautiful women thinking, well, if this average woman can get away with this, I should be able to go get a 50 or 100 million from somebody.
Shannon is a fraud. Because a lot of times on show, Ocho was always trying to hook him up with a chick, and they like, well, get somebody around your age. Even Monique, get somebody around your age. He was like, no, I gotta get somebody younger. So they said, what age group are you looking for, Shannon? And he always said, half my age plus 7. Well, half your age plus 7 do not equal 19.
30-something.
Right. You're a liar. You're a fraud. And that lets me know, remember he came out with that sex tape where he was like, I accidentally recorded myself. That's a lie. Now all that, see, any credibility you might have had on that, now we know. Now I always knew it was a lie because you can't accidentally go live on Instagram. It just don't happen. There's too many buttons you got to push on your phone to get to the Instagram live. Not only did he lie about that, ain't no such thing as Michelle. Michelle is an AI person. He manufactured a sex tape so that he can get the sponsorship deal. Ain't no Michelle. He wanted to prove to people that he wasn't a homosexual. I believe Shannon Sharp got some Dwight Howard on him. That's what I believe. That's what I come to conclude from the whole situation, that Shannon Sharp ain't who you thought he was.
Definitely.
And that's the controversial truth. Right here on the In the Game Network. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. Go ahead, player.
Biggest disappointment of 2025 so far.
Man,
biggest disappointment.
Huge disappointment. Huge disappointment. I got one more little short thing. I'm gonna go to a break. I got one more short thing. I'm gonna come back and talk about some real stuff real quick. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, share. Let them know there's some real stuff going down. In the Game Network, One Man Cave, built for this radio network. It's a controversial truth. With your boy Notty, I got my boy Mary Head in the house today. Speaking that real. We'll be after this short break. Y'all stay tuned.
Sports fans of Real Talk and Hoops Insight, stay in the game with NBA legend Sam Mitchell. Now you can show your love for the In the Game podcast with exclusive merch from the In the Game online store. Coffee cups, caps, grab bold t-shirts, cozy hoodies, sleek thermal drinking cups, and more. It's all with that signature Sam Mitchell swagger. Visit InTheGameStore.com today and get in the game with Sam Mitchell, because it's more than a show. It's a lifestyle on the In the Game network.
I posted a video about how slave money never left, and a lot of y'all were asking, well, who's still benefiting? Okay, so let's start with this. A whole lineup of people that are running this country are living off of wealth built on slavery. Not metaphorically, not spiritually. I'm talking actual descendants of enslavers writing laws, cutting checks, and holding office. And we're gonna name them. Some of them, anyway. So let's get into it. In 2023, Reuters dropped a study identifying more than 100 current U.S. leaders in Congress and governors' mansions on the Supreme Court who can trace their families back to slaveholders. And guess what? Those families, they never gave back a cent, never paid restitution, never lost land. They just passed the money and the power. So let's name names. Y'all are not gonna like me for this. Oh, gosh. President Joe Biden. His mother's side goes back to enslavers. Supreme Court Justices Amy Coney Barrett and Neil Gorsuch. Yeah, they descended from enslavers too. Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Tom Cotton, Nancy Mace, James Lankford. All senators, all tied to slavery through family. Even Michigan's Gary Peters and Debbie Stabenow have that lineage. But you don't see them addressing it, do you? And before you ask, no, Trump is not on this list. His people got here after slavery ended. But don't get it twisted, he is still knee-deep in white supremacy. Asa Hutchinson and Doug Burgum, both 2024 GOP presidential candidates, also have documented enslaver ancestors. Do you think they're passing policies without that legacy baked in? And here's the real kicker. A PLOS One study showed that lawmakers whose families enslaved 16 or more people have a median net worth of nearly $4 million higher than their colleagues who don't have that lineage. Even when you adjust for age, education, and race. That's not a coincidence, that's inheritance. That's power passed down while black folks were handed nothing but freedom in a world that was rigged against them. Professor Henry Louis Gates said it best. We do not inherit guilt for our ancestors' actions, but we do inherit the legacies. So ask yourself, why do we keep pretending that the past is the past? When it's sitting in the Senate, the Supreme Court, and the governor's mansions, their family names are still on bank accounts, endowments, and legislation. And most of them haven't said a word. This isn't about blame, it's about truth. Because if we don't name the power, we can't challenge the system that protects it.
Woo. I'll say this real quick. We need to protect her and whatever organization she is. The boss.
This is the controversial truth, man. That's why I try to explain to people, man. You gotta hold folks accountable. You gotta speak the truth. Yeah, you know, you got folks want to go out here and think that nobody think your vote count. Your vote don't mean nothing. It ain't gonna stop where they got going on, man. This thing is a real oil machine.
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds, centuries. That's why when we just talked about the Gilbert Arena story, this is why Gilbert Arena is in trouble. Cause these folks want they cut. What you mean you gonna do what you feel do? What? No, you don't got nothing. All we did was because see what a lot of folks don't realize that they go back and do their history. A lot of them white folk didn't want to end slavery.
Hell no.
It's just that slavery was separating the country. You even got to the point where you had so many millionaires in the South, way more millionaires in the South than the North, that the South was like, all right, we don't even need to be part of y'all.
What we need to know.
We don't even need y'all. What we gonna do? We gonna secede from y'all, and we gonna be our own country, and we gonna let these niggas work for free. And then y'all can have all the more. Y'all can do what y'all want to do in y'all factories because there's a lot of factories up north. They're doing a lot of farming down in the south, and and Abraham Lincoln and a lot of the senators at that time were like, it's going to destroy the country. Matter of fact, it's not only going to destroy the country, the South is going to be so powerful, they can just start a war and come over up here and take over the North and change the fabric of America. So they fought a civil war over this. They had to fight. And that's what the Civil War was all about. The Civil War was about economic equality for the North and the South. It wasn't really about ending slavery. It was just that slavery allowed the South to have an economic advantage. So that's what that was all about.
That tobacco and that cotton.
Right.
Boy, they were getting rich. Oh my God.
And when you got a lot of, sometimes you'll be out. Definitely, it depends on what area of the city you in or the state neighborhood. You see these white folks out, they be young white folks too. They just running and they walking their dogs and they every day, no care in the world. You be like, man, do they got work? Where they getting their bread from? And a lot of times they getting insurance money or they get money from slavery or from the Civil War and all that kind of thing. They straight. Man, you gotta go to work. We gotta do this. They did. They still living off slavery and all the Civil War and all racism, bigotry. They still living off that. So that's what I'm saying. You got a lot of black people. Once again, I start this show off, and this is the controversial truth right here on the In the Game Network, One Man Cave, and Built for the Radio Network. You got a lot of black people who be so I'm pro-black and black, but you're really not. You playing, you fraudulent, because you claim all that, and then you want to complain about Trump, you want to complain about this and that, but you are the main culprit who supports their product and their businesses. And this is an example right here. Your black dollars matter, folks. Your black dollars matter. You see some of these companies on here. These folks, you talking about Banana Republic. You talking about Mary Kay, Coach. She got a bottle, or she needs. You got your Nikes, right? You got to get your Jordans. Your Tommy, your Burberry, your Chanel, your Fendi, your Versace. Even though he gave this, with you supporting these people. Timberland, Ralph Lauren, Polo, Nautica. Mitchell and Ness. Okay, to go on, you gotta support these folks, but when you give them your money, what do you think they use their money for? They use their money for political power. They go and do what we call lobbyists. They go help put people in the Senate, put people in the House. They help people win elections. They help put people in the White House. So the money that you gave them, they turn around and use that money to promote their political aspirations. So essentially, you just paid for your own demise. You paid for the very thing that you go and complain about. You complain about and talk about, oh, they don't treat black people good and they racist and we getting the short end of the stick. Well, you promote getting the short end of the stick, idiot. So all I'm saying is, I ain't trying to say don't go get fresh. If that's what you want to do, I ain't saying you want to spoil your girl and go get her a nice Fendi bag. Go get her some Louis Vuitton. Even though if you know anything about Louis Vuitton, you know they stole all their design and everything they stole from tribes of Africa. Yeah, you can go do that. You can go and get all this stuff. Just be accountable. That's all I ask for. Just say, you know what? I know these white folk ain't working down, but I'm in America, and they gave me my culture, and I want my girl to have a nice coat bag, and I want to wear these Nikes because they comfortable on my feet. I know I'm helping them with their agenda, but damn it, I'm already stuck in the system, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. But when you out here being a Shannon Sharp type of person and trying to perpetrate being something that you're not, I'm gonna call you out about it. Because this is controversial truth right here on the In the Game Network, One Man Cave, and Built for the Radio Network. Give me your thoughts on this, Romero.
I don't have a lot of thoughts because it could get controversial, but I'm gonna just say
it's a controversial truth.
We pay for them, or we contribute to them living their heaven on earth, and contribute to us living our hell on earth. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. That's a short way of getting around a long conversation, but that's the way I look at it. We paying for their heaven on earth while we contributing to our hell. So
right, you're correct.
It's simple as that for me. I had a joke, but I don't want to take up too much time.
No, it's all good.
Next go round, next time, I see how long we win. And I got to check, see if we playing tonight.
It's all good. Man, I appreciate you coming on, player.
Man, I appreciate you having me on, big dog. Anytime, my guy.
Yeah, we'll definitely do something in the future. So y'all just stay tuned. That's my partner, Romero Head, man. Y'all, make sure y'all check him out on all social. What's your social media? Where they can find you?
A1 from day one. I'm Romero Head on Facebook. Romero the King on Instagram. I can't even remember. I got a half lion face and a half human face.
They'll find
on
you.
Instagram.
Well, we appreciate you, player. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been real, man. This has been, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe. Make sure y'all share with somebody. Make sure that you tune in this weekend. It feels like Summer Music Fest, right on the mixcloud.com, Built for This Radio Network. It's the first annual. We got to support the first annual so that we can have a second and a third annual. Shout out to the DJs that are going to be participating in this glorious musical event. Especially, near and dear to my heart, DJ Poetic Sins. You got Mad Knox. You got DJ 5 AM. You got DJ Mook going to be on there. I mean, man, it's going to be a full day of just good vibes and music, man. Go out in the back if the weather hits. Put something on the grill if that's what you do. Get out in the sun. Go out to the park. Have your speaker set up. Open your device, whether you're using your phone or your computer or whatever you got going. Mixcloud.com/live, Built for This Radio Network, and have a full day of just great music that you can vibe to and just have good vibes. And when you're chilling with your family and your close ones, your loved ones, the people that you call your friends. So make sure y'all get that in. And this has been the Controversial Truth right here on the In the Game Network, One Man Cave, and the Built for This Radio Network. Subscribe to all of them. Share with somebody. Man, I really enjoyed everybody for showing up today. The sweet Mocha Bella, Stacy, Poetic Sins, DJ Mook, DJ Chuck. Man, everybody, I appreciate y'all. If you can't catch the show live, that's okay. It's on the site forever. You can go replay it and share it with some folk. Let it be an icebreaker for conversations. Hey, let them say, hey, I disagree with Notty. I don't like what he said about that. This is what I think about it. Let's talk about it. So until next time, next week, Monday, y'all already know at 1 o'clock, we got the Raw Side of Things. Next Monday, the Raw Side of Things, you gotta catch the event because I'm gonna have a legend on the show on Monday at 1 o'clock. We got Palmetto Star from 2 Raw for TV.tv coming on. I know some of y'all might not know who Palmetto Star is because you really ain't black as you think you are. Trust me, I know you think you're black, but you're really not as black as you think you are. This man is a legend for some of the things he's done and what he stands for. I'm going to have him on the show to the Raw Side of Things on Monday. Next week, we come back with In the Game with Sam Mitchell. Tuesday, Thursday at 5 p.m. Sam has got a lot of making up He gonna tell you what's going on in the NBA. We're gonna talk NFL. We got training camps going on. We're gonna get into Shador, and do we think he gonna make the team? Matter of fact, is he not only gonna make the team, is he gonna have actual game playing time? Because the owner just came out this week and said Shador was not his draft pick. That was on the general manager. The same general manager who looked disappointed when they said the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round are taking Shador. We're going to get into all of that. So make sure y'all stay tuned. And until next week, I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Right here on the networks.
It's happening today, Banner, OneManCave.com. Stay blessed. God bless, baby. Holy.